I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Back to the weekly roast. How's it going, guys? How the hell are you? How are your hearts? And of course, how are your heads? Guys, Mark Megan's weekly roast is proudly brought to you by Cialis for Men, helping you get and keep an erection whenever you need it. I am extraordinarily happy to be working with a brand that will help men, not just with their erections, but in realising that there is nothing to be embarrassed about. Isn't it, Michael?
No, not at all.
Of course not. Nearly 3 in 10 males have experienced ED, but only 1 in 4 are comfortable discussing it. Let's change that, Michael. Cialis for Men is now available without prescription from pharmacies nationwide. That's nationwide and dribble. All it takes is a quick chat with your pharmacist and you're off to the races. To be taken at least 30 minutes prior to anticipated sexual activity, contains tadalafil. Always read the label. Oh, free coffee today if your name is Troy Parrott. Brilliant. Irish shit business tries to get involved in the crack. I want to be involved in the crack. Petition to change the Guinness token to a Guinness parrot. Shoot yourself. Take yourself outside of society and drown yourself in a pillowcase filled with feces.
No, Mark.
Good God. Brands. Don't get me wrong. Greatest sporting moment of Irish sport. Keep saying sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since Katie Taylor was friends with McGregor. No, I'm joking. That's a fact. That's a fact. No one likes to say it. Nevertheless, don't care. Pew, pew. Jesus. You sell out the Olympia in 4 hours. You gotta take a few fucking names. 5 hours. So.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Jesus Christ.
Who else? Nevertheless,
we're just taking on. Okay.
Who else? Catherine Connolly? No, I'm joking.
Wow.
Sold out the Olympia.
Unbelievable.
Let's go.
Like, honestly amazing.
Dumbfoundingly humble.
Yes.
How quickly the humility turns to ego, though. Over the weekend, I found myself being like, it's quite remarkable. Somebody was like to me, you know, like very, very, very few people, like comedians in Ireland could sell out the Olympia in that little time. Like you've got Joanne McNally, Kyla Cobbler, like, you know, only very Garen, you know, there's very few people could do that. So I was like, yeah, but like, let's not run away with these things. Like it's an amazing moment and one to enjoy. 4 minutes later, I'm sending an email, which is a freedom of information request to Ticketmaster to see and name and identify every single act in the last 18 months that hasn't sold out the Olympia. And I've got a list of them here. So we'll start off. Cranberries tribute band. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we sold out the Olympia.
Yes.
Magic.
Oh, like...
Truly the greatest moment to date of the career.
Without question.
Like that is... there has been such a quiet sense of achievement over the weekend. And just pride. And yeah, like pride is a weird word to use, but it's definitely the word. Just like I am actually so unbelievably proud of how far the whole thing has come and is going. And it's all thanks to like a number of different things. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, consistency, hard work and working with people who you care about is the way forward in life. Nevertheless, where were we?
I think we should just talk about the Olympia.
The Olympia is amazing. The Troy Parrott stuff.
Oh, did you watch it? It was sensational.
Oh, petition for the Christmas... Shut up. every you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You own a coffee truck off the M5. You don't need to download a shit ChatGPT thing of the parrot in your coffee, and it just stop trying to shoehorn yourself into cultural relevance. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher popped in. No, they didn't. They didn't pop in. That's the last place they popped in. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Why would they have the guitars with them as well if they were popping in? I do love football.
Do you?
I'm a huge football nut.
Are you?
The commentators are brilliant. I was watching on Saturday, which was the Portuguese game. When was that? Thursday.
That was Thursday.
And one of the guys, brilliant guy. I think he sort of dovetailed between football commentary and Mensa, because at one point he goes, "Bottom line is we need goals." Brilliant. You've just described football. It's a game, we're going to need goals in it. Brilliant. Thank you for that. How much are the consultancy fees? As much as... No.
Nope.
No.
Move on.
Moving on. Guys, joking aside, you are very welcome to the Weekly Roast. Myself and Michael, Mystery Mick sitting here beside me, are eternally grateful to every single one of you that purchased tickets to the Olympia Theatre. It's going to be bigger and better and more brave than anything we've done before. And I wholeheartedly, genuinely, just thank you. It's... such an unbelievable feeling, and on y va, we're only getting momentum now. Okay, we're only warming up. Secondly, justgoodstuff.ie. This is a warning because there are only, I think, 9 days left of the merchandise on justgoodstuff.ie. So if you're looking to get it for yourself or friends for Christmas presents or whatever, get it now. And all the merch on the site is getting pulled on the 1st of December. And I think I might do a couple of Christmas jumpers or sort of novelty Christmas things. But in the interim, if you want the original Derangement, On y va, Donkey Kong merchandise from the Jane and Kerry saga, or any of just your general good stuff, justgoodstuff.ie. 2 to 3 days for delivery, 4 to 5 if you're going international.
Lovely.
So for all of our expats across the seas who might be feeling sad this Christmas, or just in general, or even if you're not feeling sad, okay, you don't need to be depressed by the merch. Oh, sorry, actually, idea I had.
Oh, go on.
Thoughts on this for the merchandise, right?
Yeah.
Black Friday coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. You know the famous leopard skin zippy that I wore for the Good Stuff tour?
Sure, yeah.
To one person that buys some merch between now and Black Friday, I'm going to put all those order numbers into... Actually, do you know what? I'll throw everybody in who's already bought some merch as well. That's only fair.
Love it.
Throw in all the order numbers into a hat.
Yeah.
And not only will that person get the merch that they order, bang, they'll get the Cole Buxton zippy as well.
Love it.
Don't have to wear it. Sell it. Put it on Vinted. 300 snids. Do you know what I mean? So...
Thank you for not saying switches.
Damn. Nevertheless,
yes.
Back to the roast of things our siblings did. We had some interesting, colourful contributions as always.
To say the least.
One woman just wrote in saying, "Tim, move to Swansea." Don't care, Marion. We do not care. That is not the sort of tea we were looking for. Unless he went to Swansea and did something mental.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Murdered a shipman, murdered a ferryman in Holyhead. Do you know what I mean?
With you.
Moved in with a coal miner and set up a successful blog. I don't know.
He just relocated.
He's an expat in Swansea. Interesting. Not the traditional expat route.
It's not Hong Kong.
No. What did he do in Ireland that was so bad? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I moved to Swansea because of a woman. Really, yeah? What happened? Well, she made an allegation in the local jail. There, now it makes sense. You left Dunboyne because a local lady made a complaint. Anyway, we had lots of interesting contributions.
We certainly did.
Okay. And I would just like to read out a couple first. Before we even begin today,
yeah.
I would I would like to read out a couple. Sorry, is there any other pop cultural things for us to talk about? Oh, Rosie. No, we've talked enough about Rosie.
How is Rosie getting on?
She is heaven. Holding her is like a bit of paradise has broken off and landed in my lap.
Okay.
It is truly the only time in life when I'll be removed for words is when I stare into my daughter's eyes.
That's lovely. I
am speechless with adoration. All this bullshit. People say, "Oh, now if you don't like your child for the first 6 weeks, don't be worried." I am worried.
Has anyone ever said that?
Most people say that. Yeah, no.
Really?
Now, to be fair, they are just like a breathing spud at the beginning. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So, I understand that there's no massive, personality affinity to be had, but I think it's more just, they're just so precious.
Yeah.
Now, I had one... Oh, like I had one bad night the other night.
Okay.
Just because it was the first time that like she hasn't settled.
All right.
We've been so lucky with her.
That's brilliant.
Tried everything. Slipknot on high volume. Ice baths. That did nothing. Firework display. I really did everything.
You really went out, yeah. You exhausted all.
I even let Darren in to see her for a while. That did nothing. So classic sort of banter.
Brilliant.
About being mean to your wife and baby. Nevertheless, I'm going to read out a couple of the best ones that I've gotten so far. This one comfortably is the winner, and I dare I say this is potentially the greatest contribution I have ever had to one of my Instagram roasts since the first day, because I want to talk about the mechanics of this. Are you ready for this?
Right, okay.
So, sorry, welcome back to the roast of things that your siblings did. This is stuff that your siblings did to you, I suppose, generally speaking, growing up, but we do have a couple that veer into adulthood, and they are complex.
Right.
And by the way, let's just caveat this. Everybody's relationship with their siblings is very unique, and there is no barometer for normal.
Totally agree.
So if you're listening to these and you think, oh Jesus, those siblings have a great laugh, they're all friends, I don't have that with my siblings, don't feel weird, because honestly, like, I would say it's less common for siblings to be friends and to be friendly and to be normal. Yeah,
I think there's a much broader spectrum than I think people let on or would really like readily admit.
It took me years to realise, like, it's okay to be very, very different to your siblings.
Totally.
And sort of shaking off this idea that your personality can be yours, but also has to somehow fit within the wider family personality. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been oppressed. No, I'm joking. Nevertheless, okay. Dared me to put my willy through the neighbour's letterbox. Already brilliant. You know, one of those letterboxes that's in the door, yeah?
I'm aware.
Already brilliant. Dared me to put Willie through neighbour's letterbox.
Extremely dangerous. Like, just with a lot of those have, like, springs. They're spring-loaded.
You sound like a guy who shoved his phallus into your neighbour's... But also, you want to be rocking you want to be packing a decent-sized willy in order to get through and to come out the other side, like, do you know what I mean?
Totally, yeah.
I'd probably get as far as the bristles. And himself would just start shrinking away, be like, this isn't what I signed up for. A few minutes ago, I was dangling against your tracksuit bottoms. I was happy there, you know?
You would hope it's like one of the ones at hip height as well. Like, you know, sometimes at the footer of the door. That would be a big challenge.
Yeah, and you'd hope that it was just a full door, not like frosted glass. It was not just pressed up against it. So anyway, dared me to put my willy through neighbour's letterbox.
All right.
Grant, perverted enough, but that's the game. Childhood idleness will allow it. They were hosting a month's mind.
Yes. Amazing.
I'm very, very sorry for your loss. No, it's shocking. She wasn't... sure, look, you know, she wasn't herself towards the end at all, was she? No, I was in with her, you know, I'm very sad about it. I was in with her there 6 or 7 years ago, you know, so I can tell you. Sorry, is there someone there at the... Hold on. Miriam, I think there's somebody at the door. There's just... What? There's a dick in the door. Just the flap opening.
Is that a mask card?
And then just the little willy in this, like a sort of mournful, do you know what I mean? Morning wood.
Oh,
very good. Yeah, morning wood. Happy with that one. But this willy it's just come. And Bernadette, did you see any signs that she? No, she was great. Like, she's, you know, she doesn't exercise and she smoked 73 Dunhill by noon, and she vaped as well in her off time, and she didn't, you know, no signs at all of ill health. Yeah, sorry, there's just a dick in the doorway there. It's just, how long was, it's just completely insane. I love that it's a month's mind as well, not a funeral. Yeah. It means that something happened that they had to then, like, discuss this with the neighbours. Absolutely
amazing.
Absolutely
box
fabulous.
Office, as he would say.
Would I say that?
It's a common response to the stories, I would say.
And then then this is a brilliant one in terms of common responses. Here's a bit of common sense for you.
There we go.
Where's roses when you record these? Brilliant, because my daughter is called Roses.
She's building arcs when she's not sleeping.
Tin of roses we call her roses at Christmas time. Yeah. Rosebud in the spring.
Oh, lovely.
Rosé in the summer. Hey! Do you know what I mean? And Rosalia when we go on holidays. Do you know what I mean? Those roses ain't loyal. Where's roses when you record these? Brilliant. Was today christening with Carl and donors? donor spelt like kebab or kidney. Do you know what I mean? Donors like... Did you hear the guy who invented the kebab died the other week?
Sorry?
Yeah, kidney failure. They couldn't find a donor.
Hey.
There you go. Sheesh. Am I right? Turkey. Islamic things. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, where's roses? Come on, like.
That is amazing.
Where's roses when you were called Dave? And was today christening with Carl and donuts? Yeah, it was. The christening was in my kitchen on a Sunday with Dunners wearing my merchandise, by the way. That's what he wore to the christening. Carl there with his one of Carl's 3 children's. No sign of either of their wives. Dunner's wife, Jenny, isn't there. None of the kids. None of our families, of course. No minister, no priest, no person representing a religious organisation or body. Do you know what I mean? Just me, Darren, Carl and donors and all of us in our socks having pastries. And that's the christening. Welcome to the church.
Very modern.
Very progressive.
Yeah.
Last but not least, potentially my favourite response of all time we have ever received to the roast. And we're going to get into the voice notes now. Are you ready for this one?
Yes, go on.
When I was 3... my 2 older brothers got me to bring a note into my mom's friend who was visiting that said, "Fuck off, Anne, and go home." Love it. The best. It's the best thing I've ever heard. Because that is every child in the nation has wanted to pass on that note.
Yeah, that's incredible.
If there's one thing that encapsulates my childhood, it's wanting Anne to fuck off and go home.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Absolutely, we all have an Anne.
Anne is a metaphor for every fucker that wouldn't leave there. Just go home. And also knowing that your mum's putting on a voice that Anne's here, that voice is going to go, as soon as that door closes, the door shuts and the timbre of her voice gets back to, "No, you dirty..." Do you know what I mean?
On the job, every minute counts. That's why Lowe's now has ProBlock Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast and go on smooth for virtually flawless results that keep your job moving. It's available in oil and water-based, and getting it is easy. Order online by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery right to your job site. Lowe's, we help, you save. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms apply.
Years ago, maybe. It's a while, but I still remember it. I was living with my sister, and I had been seeing someone. We were being together for quite some time. We broke up, and then I started seeing someone else. And then one night I went out, and then was chatting to this other person. And when I turned around, my sister and my boyfriend were gone missing. Couldn't find them. Didn't know where they were. Found them the following day when my sister and my boyfriend emerged from her bedroom. Yeah. And then that was fine. He was a bounce back guy anyway, but, not great. And then I got back with that other person and we were together for a while when we got engaged. And yeah, then she tried it with him. Yeah, not great. All those years ago, but I still remember it because it's one of those things that you kind of never forget.
Good God.
Can't imagine you'd forget it, all right.
Yeah. There's not like a statute of limitations on your siblings trying to shag your spouse. Ah, come on, man.
It's been 7 years. Get over it.
7 years. Come on for Christmas. Mental.
That's something you don't come back from.
Oh, what I want to know is, did she marry the fiancé? And tried it on with, for me, is always like, what did they do?
Yeah.
Because that's just crap, though. It's just, so people are so unlucky with their siblings, like.
Yeah, there are certain things I just don't think you can come back from. That's like top of the list.
Yeah, I think the idea that, like, I think you could have, yeah.
Like, I feel like siblings, you can have like the deepest and worst of arguments imaginable, but like you're always able to kind of repair to a certain degree. But like doing something like that,
If your sister was to shag Kate, what would you say? No, genuinely. Can we just pull something up on the big screen there, Shetland? Shetland, the invisible third producer. Shetland! Shetland is an interesting guy. He's a very...
the third roaster.
He's a nomadic sort of character. Shetland, pull up a old image there of Michael's sister and his future wife.
Yeah, let's not do that, Shetland.
Let's not do that. Shetland, can you use a... No, Shetland, come back. The computer stays attached to the desk. Oh, fuck. A friend of mine got done for... about 18 months ago, and he won't mind me saying this because he lives in Argentina and he does, well, he might listen to the podcast, but he's been married, he's like about 10 years older than me, right? But he's been married twice. First marriage, he got caught cheating on his wife. Because funnily enough, we were on a golf trip with the lads and he slept with the receptionist who was checking us in and checking him out, evidently. You know,
trying it on.
Yeah. Checking him out works better because it's a hotel pun. Okay. So, you know, stay in the lobby with me here,
Mark.
mate.
Sorry, Mark.
You can be the pun concierge. You know, that sort of just... Nevertheless, so he sleeps with this woman, and then because Dublin's Dublin, this was in Kerry, so word got back, and that was the end of it.
Jesus.
And then she took him back.
Really?
Yeah. And I rang him that week, and I was like... What's the story? Because what do you do? It's such an awkward one for your friend. Like, you're just like, I don't agree with this. I think it's shocking, but again, I can't morally police somebody else, so whatever. And I was like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, like, it's pretty bad now. Kira found out obviously about what happened down in Waterville, but like, you know, she's decided to take me back. I guess I've just like learned a lot from the whole thing. And I was like, really? Okay, well, like, what have you learned? And there's just a pause down the phone. He goes, next year we'll do the trip in Spain. Brilliant. South Dublin at its best. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh my God. I can absolutely hear that as well.
So, Shetland, let's go.
My dad passed away 6 years ago. We were all in round the coffin, you know, the last few minutes saying our goodbyes, putting different things in, and my mum was given a few minutes on her own. So my older sister went back in and she said, I'm taking these. And she whipped off his wedding ring and his pioneer pin. What kind of a special cunt is she?
Good God.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Wow, that came out of nowhere.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
Or unbox, as it were.
Oh.
So, first things first. So rest in peace, okay? My condolences, but my dad died 6 years ago, and towards the end, you know, for the last few minutes when we were all saying our goodbyes, he was in the coffin. Do you not wait? And nah, there's no, you may as well just get it. Do you know? Just save time, innit? We only got to church from noon, so just get him in it. He's still talking. Nah, get him in. Wheel him in. He's still compass mentis. No, I can tell.
No,
this.
It's done.
It's done. It's cooked. You can call us. No, he's having his breakfast. Trying to get this guy into the coffin. Do you know what I mean? Him wide awake in his PJs going, Sharon, I'm grand. Like, I'm here for pneumonia. Her with the pillow. Dad, it's okay.
Don't fight it.
Don't fight it. The sun
We're so proud of you.
Oh, you've been so brave. The three of them sitting on a pillow. That's bananas. We're going straight to hell. Shetland, get it together. Anyway, I'm assuming she means say goodbye, by the way.
Of course, obviously.
Once her dad is in the coffin, just in case someone's out there going, well, not only have I been disgracefully removed from reality, they have no idea about decency, even in death. We do. It's called jokes, okay? Yes. Nevertheless, the brother comes in and takes. And the pioneer badge. Now, if there's one thing that you don't fuck with, it's sobriety.
Absolutely, brother.
I've always said that.
Absolutely, brother.
That's shocking. And do you want to know what's more shocking?
Go on.
I put that on Instagram and like 90 people have messaged me saying she's probably talking about my cousin or like my brother. So this is obviously a thing that happens in Irish society where people go in and fleece the deceased. It's called deceased fleecing. There's a Facebook group. There's a Facebook group and it's like £20 for a signet ring from the war. Got it off Bernard in Hastings. Do you know what I mean? Fleece deceased. Big Facebook. Wow. Big on Facebook.
Yeah.
So shocking. That's just terrible.
There was a row in my family around one of the grandparents' jewellery as to who was to get it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But it was between cousins who just wanted to look like, you know,
yeah,
a
Don
Dublin
King.
wanker.
Yeah.
Like they wanted a signet ring.
It's not because it's a family heirloom. It's because I'm going to the Fontaines concert next month, and I wouldn't mind pulling an indie chick who works as a graphic designer in Smithfield. Do you know what I mean?
Literally
I wouldn't mind drilling a girl with short hair and loop earrings who's still stuck in the Lily Allen fucking era, the pre-fucking Harbour era. Do you know what I mean? People need to be careful with Lily Allen.
Okay, why is that?
She is, as an artist, is totally entitled to write and to perform and create about whatever she wants. But I've seen this with Bieber and I've seen it with Lily Allen, so just to make sure that people don't misconstrue this as anything gender related.
Yeah.
But like, I think that the way the media have portrayed Lily Allen and Justin Bieber in the last 6 months, and the massive juxtaposition of being like all for or all against, is just fucking dangerous. And we've seen it with Liam Payne, and it's just going to happen again. I said this, but like, I saw somebody who's like a relatively well-respected editor for a newspaper like start rinsing Justin Bieber a couple of months ago, but like, haha, someone take the phone, he's been let at the phone again, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, so that's the tone we're taking.
Yeah. And
then the flowers will be presented if something shocking was to happen. Anyway, I just think that like there's a touch of the exploitation going on with somebody like Lily Allen, who's in a very vulnerable position. That's not me to suggest that she doesn't have agency and she's not making these decisions for herself, so whatever. I know, there's something about it doesn't sit super well with me.
Yeah, I do think that kind of still elements of like tabloid-esque media are just, they're very
but sure, we saw it with Sinead O'Connor, and we will continue to see it, and it will happen over and over again, and the same fucking wankers that absolutely gutter them and fillet them week in, week out online will be the chief mourners.
Totally.
Shetland, let's go, shall we? Shetland, give that back. Give that to my wallet, Shetland.
Lowe's knows that saving is always top of mind, especially this season. That's why we've picked some great deals for early Black Friday. Get free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit. More tools? Why not? Plus, we've got select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at $59.98 because it's never too early to think Christmas. Get Black Friday prices without the crowds. Lowe's, we help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
I was lying back on the couch playing the gym whistle, practicing for the school band when I was in second class. I would have been about 8 or 9 and my sister is 13. She thought it would be funny to sit on my face while I was playing my gym whistle, and while it was still in my mouth. It went all the way back my throat, tore my esophagus. Lots of blood, ended up in A&E. Great crack. I survived, but my mother killed my sister.
Sorry, hold on a second here. I was lying back on my couch playing the tin whistle. What sort of famine era fucking... You know what I mean? My mum in peeling spuds with the jagged rock she found in the garden. Do you know what I mean?
Playing the tin whistle is a pretty common part of childhood.
You know, Shamey was out in the grass playing with his Christmas stick.
Will there be food this winter, Mother?
No, we had lunch last week. Mother, it's ever so... Why are these famine kids
Victorian
English?
kids.
If anything, the English kids would be like, more goose. Yeah. More goose from you Fenian scam. Because it was a genocide, motherfuckers. Yeah. Nevertheless. Okay, so your sister sits in your face.
Yeah.
I've Googled that, but no. Recent search. No, so your sister sits in your face.
Your sister's Rikishi.
Your sister is Rikishi, but so she sits in your face with the tin whistle in your mouth. That's like almost what happened to Michael's ass with the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I connected with this woman. I was like, I feel your pain.
And it goes back and tears the esophagus. That is shocking.
Yeah. Really, really bad.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of tin whistle gags. Like, we should caught it on camera. Was there a recorder?
Oh, nice.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Just trying to, at least it was a tin whistle in your mouth and not a flute.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Sort of penile.
Yeah.
Not appropriate. Let's move on.
Okay.
Hey, Mark. So one day, my younger brother was being so annoying that myself and my older brother thought it would be a really good idea to tie him up. So we used the cord off the Hoover, wrapped it around his legs and tied a good strong knot. Then we hit the button to gather up the lead, and it swept the legs out from under him. His head went out through the front door, out through the glass. He had to go to hospital to get stitches in his head, and we got murdered.
Any sort of story that, like, you know, results in someone saying, so then we tied them up. Sort of escalated. Like.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm calling absolute bullshit on this one.
Go on.
This is like fucking Tom and Jerry. Like, if you wrap a cord around someone and pull a vacuum, they're hardly going to be like, boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, so our dog, our big hound was asleep in the garden. Mum positioned a lovely hot pie on the windowsill. The smoke from the pie rose in the air and then snaked across the air in the garden right up into my dog's nostrils. Do you know what I mean? And then he came in and butchered our toddler.
Oh my God.
Because he wasn't illegally registered. What are the dogs again?
Tyson, no.
No. Yeah, we have no idea. Like, out interviewing the woman. Yeah. And so it was your dog that savagely attacked 3 of your grandchildren. Yeah, like, we've no idea. Like, it was a lovely dog. He was always very friendly. He'd never shown any signs of aggression. What's his name? Nasha? Or murderer? Do you know what I mean? How are these dogs allowed? They're not allowed.
The dog is called an XL bully.
An XL, yeah. What's the dog called? Is it a petite thing? No, it's the XL bully. And we're shocked that he did anything mean. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's bananas. The dog that has literal bigger arm muscles than Mark Megan's thigh. Okay? And that if he comes within 75 feet of somebody under the age of 18 is dead, like red-eyed, like a zombie albino. Like, do you know what I mean? You don't see as many albinos these days.
No, I don't suppose you do, no.
You usually see an albino on a European holiday.
Yeah.
That's when you see them and you're like, Mum, albino. Yeah. And she's like, no. Let's just... Yeah, I've no idea why he was such a lovely dog. Like, there's just absolutely what's the dog's name? Bruiser. Okay. Next. Do you know what I mean? And now they're saying they should put the dog down. They should put all of it. No. Let's go.
So when my husband was growing up, when he was younger, he pissed his sister off so much to the point that she ran inside, got their father's shotgun, went outside, pointed it straight in his face. He said, do it. Do it.
I dare you.
She pulled the trigger. Thankfully, it wasn't loaded.
Okay. So you nearly shot your brother. That's where we're at here.
That is literally attempted murder.
I was thinking of stole my football stickers. Yeah. That's what I did. Like, I got the Man United crest. Okay. Which is the greatest history. It was 99, I think it was the year of the treble as well. It was 99. And I got the Man United crest in football stickers, but it was crumpled.
Oh, okay.
My brother got a newbie.
Oh.
A flashy, like him. They used to call him flashies, a newbie. And he got a new United crest. So obviously I swapped them. Be like, I'll get away with this. And I didn't. Me there at 3 a.m. with an iron, like a 1950s forgotten housewife in the Midwest, you know, shoving a full meatloaf into the bin with the curlers in, a singular tear drips down.
The cigarette hanging out of your mouth.
You're in the dressing gown with the cigarette. Your dinner's in the oven, honey. Meanwhile, the honey's in the town shagging his receptionist, you know what I mean? Swearing he's going to leave her any day now. Anyway, I got caught and that was the end of it. But you nearly shot your brother.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
And then he goes, yeah, pull it. Like a movie, yeah. Go on. I dare you. You don't have the guts. You don't have the guts to shoot me.
Do me a favour, sweet cheeks.
You don't have the guts. I'm going to scream so loud the whole world is going to hear. Take that, bitch. Oh, yeah, bananas.
Out of this world, stupid.
Reckless enough by the dad.
Completely.
Oh, yeah, I just went inside. Sky remote, no, shotgun. How is the shotgun that freely accessible?
Farms.
It's not farms. You see this thing? I know some people are going to go like,
Farms.
Martin Hagan doesn't have any clue about. I know I don't. I never go up on a farm. I've still said, by the way, if any of you out there own a farm and want me to do a week in the life of a farm, I will do it.
Really?
Yeah, obviously.
That'd be amazing.
Virgin Media will take that. That's literally like no. Oh fuck!
Living with Lucy, milking with Mark. We could do that.
Yeah. We could do that. I think I'd be pretty into the Living with Megan sort of style.
That
thing.
would be good crack.
Yeah. The travel show still needs to happen, but no, still get ignored by the mainstream media. Nevertheless, so like the Olympia. Let's go. Okay, Onival, let's go.
Hey Mark, so I actually have quite a few stories about my lovely brother. One of them is he cable tied my school bag to the luggage shelf on school bus, and I'm so short that I couldn't get it. Not only that, I messed up. Then another time he put my school bag in a bin and turned on the fire hose and flooded the whole ground floor of our school. Another time I was climbing the stairs and he was on the second floor, and he poured a lovely bottle of mineral coke over me. And just to top off, we were in the school choir and he was in the row behind me, and decided to vomit all over my head.
Not sure she really knows the difference between like sibling rivalry and, I suppose,
Vomiting on your head.
yeah, or flooding a school.
Do you know what I mean?
He bagged me and then he set a church on fire. Like, it's a bit...
Yeah.
It's fairly broad, I'd say.
Oh, sibling rivalry. Oh, I used to always say he'd time me to go upstairs. One time he crept into my bedroom with a butter knife. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just...
There's a difference, like.
I think she just wants to complain about her brother being a...
I've told you about how I got kicked out of the choir, didn't you?
No.
When I was in third class. This is what set me... I think this is probably one of the most pivotal moments in terms of sending me off down the wrong route of introspection and fucking up my whole perception of self-worth. Notwithstanding the undiagnosed ADHD and all those things, which I've mentioned before.
What was you? Come on, tell us the story.
What was me? Get the violins out. I auditioned. You had to audition to be in the choir in my school.
All right.
Third class, 8 years of age. And I got accepted into the choir.
Nice.
Never been happier. The choir teacher was a woman called Miss Bowden. Okay. Not a very pleasant lady. And she didn't like me.
Choir teachers are quite cranky individuals, or choir masters.
Well, it's because they've managed to sort of scoop up arguably the most invisible amount of power presently available within the school dynamic, and they like to nurture that invisible power and sort of shine it, let it grow into this sort of massive, borderline Third Reich-esque parade of power around the hallways. And you're like, you are a grown adult taking the power. Anyway, it's pathetic. But she got wind that I'd gotten through the audition into being the choir.
Okay.
Clearly wasn't happy. And on the first day of choir, there was 200 kids, and we're getting ready for the Christmas performances of like Rudolph and all the rest.
Right.
And we started off with Noel. Noel, born is the King. Yeah. And that's where the song ends. That's where the song ends. There's a full stop there. As I've famously always said, that is the end. I said, I won't do it, Bowden. I won't bloody do it. You won't fucking force me to do it, Bowden. So I finished the song, right? 200 kids. We're all singing. Then she just goes in the middle of the song. She goes, hold on. 1 second, everyone. There's a voice out of tune.
Whoa.
She goes, let me just see. I don't know where it's coming. Mark Megan, can you please just go alone in front of the 200 kids? And I'm just like...
Surely not.
And I was like, no. Like, my testicles went so far. They were coming up to... If you looked into my tonsils, it looked like I had 4 tonsils because my balls were that far up the back of my esophageal chute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to work out for you. Sorry. Back to class. You're out of the choir.
You were a joke.
Yeah. Bitch. Fucking bitch. I was 8 years of age. 8 years of age. Like, it's so mean. So fucking mean.
That is...
Just because she didn't like me. Like.
Yeah.
I sang that pitch perfect. As is evident from those dulcet tones. Let's go before...
Look at you now.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Guys, you are very welcome back to the Weekly Roast. It is, as always, my favourite time of the week, as it is Michael's. I want to say thank you so much for listening. If you're enjoying the show, here's 2 things you can do. You can click follow and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. If you're listening now on Spotify, if you're listening on Apple, the GoLoud network, whatever, just click follow and subscribe. New episodes of The Roast and The Roast Mortem will show up into your feed every single week, completely free of charge. Not only that, if you are a fan of all things cynicism and hilarity, you can check out our merch store, justgoodstuff.ie. That's where you get all of my derangement, on y va, good stuff, etc. And maybe like fuck off Anne. I think we're going to have to do a fuck off Anne and go home t-shirt. And that's justgoodstuff.ie. You can also put your email in there, and that's where you'll be first to know about future shows. So if you missed out on the Olympia, or if you're based around the country elsewhere and you want to be ahead of the game, if you put in your email on the site, you'll be first to know. And also, by the way, I think I might do, because you know the way I was doing writing last year and like releasing stuff, and I was going to do a Patreon and then I just didn't stick to it and blah blah blah. Nevertheless, I think I might just, everybody that subscribes on puts their email in for Just Good Stuff, I think I'll just start sending stuff out there. So if I do writing pieces, I will put them out, like travel reviews and whatnot.
Lovely.
There you go. That's all I have. Thank you so much for listening. Final furlong. Let's get into it, Mihal, on Eva.
So it was the mid 1980s and the parents were gone out. So I was about 7 and the 2 brothers are 7 and 8 years older than me respectively. So that was grand how the parents went. Next thing, there was a knock on the door and it was Liam from 3 doors up. So he'd something shoved under his jumper. So of course I was stuck into this. What's Liam got? And about 20 minutes of chatting in the hall and in the sitting room. They bring me upstairs and tie me to the banisters. So down they go anyway. Door gets closed and they left me there for an hour. Screaming, shouting. I don't know, we were semi-detached, so I don't know what the neighbours were thinking. But yeah, I screamed for an hour and then eventually they let me out, or they came out of the sitting room, untied me, and off Liam went with the thing shoved up his jumper. It's only years later that I found that he had found up under the parents' bed, and they'd been waiting weeks to hatch this plan. But I was the only obstacle with the immaculate, so yeah.
Good stuff. I mean, we've all been there. Sorry, when I say we've all been there, we've all been, you know, early teenage boys and wanting to consume pornography in the company of your friends. I've never tied a sibling to a banister. It's just complete craziness.
That's so traumatic.
I've never been in that need of a wank. Do you know what I mean? That I'd consider imprisoning a family member. That is like a derangement level of horniness.
I think that before the internet, and not to excuse that behaviour, that's insane. But because porn wasn't as readily available.
Oh, hen's teeth.
Yeah. You had to take your chances. You had
when
to take your
moments. When you
found
a crusty, by the way, Middle Eastern blue video, or most likely magazine.
Yeah.
You know, with somebody with like, I feel like porn stars back in the day were very old.
Yes.
Like in the magazines that I saw, it was like a 73-year-old Latvian with like sort of Kenny Dalglish Gruig. Do you know what I mean? Sort of like Mattress Mick, sort of Barnett vibes.
And then little grooming going on. They were no natural.
A matronly bust. And then, you know, and then that'd be the consumption of that. And you would like, you know the way there's some songs that you listen to over and over again until you get sick of it? To the extent that in the end you're like, I can't even listen to this. That was me with porn in the 90s. It was like these stupid fucking tits over and over again. I'm sick of them. Not that sick of them though. Needs must. You've been through the Argos catalogue. You've been through the swimwear section of Dunn's. You've been through the club card points thing with Super Value where there's the picture of the bikinis. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Before the internet, man, the things people did. Some people wrote in saying that she caught her brother shagging a cup of Angel Delight.
Jesus Christ.
Angel Delight? What the hell? Does it make sense? Do you know what I mean? So anyway, this guy's imprisoned his sister Guantanamo style. So him and Liam, by the way, can go in and sort of caress themselves whilst watching this filth. That's the game.
Oh.
The planning. The meticulous planning that men will go to.
The 90s.
Release the files.
Oh.
Yeah, culturally relevant.
Oh, very relevant.
Yeah. Oh, release the files, by the way. Oh, no, sorry. Release the files. Just thought I'd say that.
So brave.
Hey, I just want to say, release the files. Don't know if anybody's seen the petition I signed on Facebook. Release the file. Oh, do you know what I've just realised? Maybe there's a reason why they're not releasing the files. Maybe. So
this goes higher than I thought.
Yeah. Oh, they're all out. Release the files. No, that's a joke. That is a joke. It's not defamation because it's clearly a joke. It's satire. It. Release the files. Let's go.
Hi, Mark. Love the show. So things our siblings did. I have 4 sisters. When we were younger, we all sitting watching TV one night, and the lights were off. And one of my sisters, she's sitting on the carpet, casually just decides to take a shit. She stands up. She's wearing trousers. Lets it fall out of her trousers.
Brilliant.
Onto the carpet.
Lovely.
Leaves the room. Says absolutely nothing. Yeah. My other sister then puts her hand straight into it, lets off a scream. The lights go on. We all realise what's happened. Everyone starts like vomiting, gagging. My dad runs in, thinks something's gone really wrong, figures out what's happened. Eventually he finds the culprit because she's hiding. May have been some violence involved, can't confirm or deny that. And yeah, she's on her hands and knees scrubbing her shit off the carpet then for the night. So yeah. Do you want
to know the most mental thing about this?
Go on.
I asked her what age she was and she was like 27.
No, she wasn't.
She was. They were watching a Bobby Sands documentary on Nat Geo.
She went methods, did she?
The Daniel Day-Lewis approach.
You're killing with the dad jokes today. There's a lot of them. I'm enjoying them.
Have you noticed with National Geographic, there's like the documentaries are either like world class, like the one about the Thai caves, or it's just like fucking American fisherman shit. Yeah. 4 days on a trawler. When you're watching that trawler shit, that's when you need to turn off the TV. When you're like homesick and you're just like, oh great, here we are. Yet another show about sort of Alaskan, socially isolated, rugged men going out to the most dangerous seas in the world to catch some tuna. And you know what I mean? And the voiceover is always the 1990s, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, so your sister shot herself. And then you allude to the fact that your dad, no, it's...
Through the trousers
and I'm falling out of the trousers. What sort of sieve-like pantaloons are you wearing, you loon? Do you know what I mean? Just get out.
Awful.
To the jacks. Let's go.
My brother was not long out of ICU after getting diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. He was pretty sick and was just brought home and wasn't back at school yet. And our long-suffering minder was nervous to let him outside and play with my brother and his mates, but he eventually wore down and she let him out, and she repaid her trust with filling his gob full of milk. And the second he could, he ran past the kitchen window where she was standing to go after the ball, as it were, and proceeded to fake vomit with the milk as his prop. The poor woman was absolutely distraught, burst straight into tears. I was doing my homework and ran to the window just to point out the fact that he hadn't been keeping up the act, and he just started breaking his arse laughing.
I fucking love that so much. Whenever I lived in Dunleary, when I lived in Dunleary with Darren, summer 2023, there was a lot going on, and one day she was filming that Full Irish breakfast show, right? What's it called? Full Irish. The sketch show that she did with Donnacha and Carl.
Yes.
And she was obviously doing breakfast radio at the same time, so she was absolutely bollocks. I wasn't as busy that year. I wasn't quite as busy that summer. And one day she came home and she'd had a particularly long day, and I knew that she wasn't in great form. So I just took that as she texted me, she'd be like, coming down the road, I'll be there in 3 or something, and I just pretended to be dead in the kitchen floor. Just literally full on chalk outline around the body, just pretending to be dead beside the oven. And she screams, she goes, Mark, I could hear the steps. Then she comes into the hall and she goes, oh my God, and I just crack my whole laughing. And then she's just instant tears. What? She thought I was fucking dead, man. And I was also then put out because I was like, how easily do you think I'm dead? What do you think? Do you think I'm that close to dying all the time? Do you know what I mean? It went down like a fucking lead dead balloon. Like, honestly. So I respect this lad. I respect so much the perseverance in spirit, right? So, like, this is a child who was in the ICU having a really difficult time.
Yeah.
And 1 week later, he's out and he's making jokes and spitting milk out, pretending that he's dead. That, for me, is like such a resilient soul. He, for me, is the winner.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, like, it just shows, like, what a deadly kid.
Yeah.
He's been dealt a challenging hand, and his response is make light of it, let's go.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what made it so... No.
And it was with deep regret.
And that's why the podcast is the platform to announce, no, it wasn't milk.
God.
Let's go. Thank you so much for listening to the Weekly Roast, guys. Huge pleasure, as always, to be in this seat, and for this to be the way I spend my Mondays is honestly nothing short of a privilege. So thank you so much. And of course, by the way, thank you so much to everybody who got tickets to the Olympia. If you missed out on tickets and you want to be kept in the know going forward, check out justgoodstuff.ie. I'm going to be running everything through that as I can, because I also feel like in the long run, I would love, in the next 5 years, I'd love to come off social media in some shape or form, and I feel like I just want to get everybody to a certain place. Yeah, did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, it's sort of the plan, I think, eventually to get off it.
Would have told me that.
Because it's completely rotting our brains inside and out. Nevertheless, justgoodstuff.ie, that's where you get the merch. That's where you get updates on bits and pieces. That's where I might start sending out like a newsletter with like movie recommendations. I want to talk more about movies, and I don't think the podcast is the right place for it. But coming into the winter, I'd love to do like a movie club, but I just don't know how we do it. How do we fucking do it? Anybody have any ideas? Let me know. You know how to reach me at Megan Mark on Instagram. I'm joined, of course, by my friend, my sidekick, my producer, Michael O'Malley. He is on Instagram at Michael O'Malley. Follow him. Let's get the boy up to 5,000 followers before Christmas. What are you on now?
4-3.
Okay, well that's a done.
Yeah.
Let's consider that done. If you're listening to the podcast, please follow Michael O'Malley on Instagram. Let's get him to 5k before the end of 2025. And after that, I just want to say thanks so much for listening. Genuinely, you bring us such an enormous amount of joy. So, on y va. Let's go. Love you lots. Speak to you soon. Peace.